Reality. Reality receipts.
Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast, starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. And this is the last time you'll probably see me recording in this closet because I just found a massive spider right before we went on. So
It wasn't that massive, you guys. It looked that big.
it was big.
You sent
It
a
wasn't
picture.
it wasn't a tiny little guy. Like he was big. Like
He was big. Okay, maybe the picture didn't do him any justice because he looked like a little guy in the picture.
I don't know. You guys might have like bigger spiders in LA. What's the spider situation there? Is it like
They're
crazy?
pretty big. Yeah, we got some big
Yeah.
ones, but that one was thick. He was thick, like me. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's a little beefy actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks small because he's next to the power bar thing, which is really big.
Okay,
I should
so
have
how
put.
big was he?
Well, he was probably like that big, but
Okay,
in
that's
Spider World,
big. That's big. That's big. I hate a spider when you can just see, like, you can see its shape and its form. It freaks me out.
yes, that's the thing, right? If they're so tiny that you barely notice them like scurry across, it's like okay. But this one was like large, so I know this happens this time of year. Spiders come inside, but there's something about being in a small closet with them that now I'm like, I took all, because I have blankets and stuff here to like absorb Sam. So I took everything out because now if you see me looking around, I'm looking for spiders. So
I'm looking for spiders. You're so funny. At least it wasn't a roach. No, I'm just-
yeah, we don't have those here. I don't think I've never seen one in real life.
You've never
I
seen a cockroach.
never.
Mm,
I think it might be too cold where we live, or I don't know. We're in like where I live is like it's very weird. In the summer, it's a desert, so it gets up to like it can get to like 45 Celsius, which I don't even know. It's 100. It's hot. So, and then in the winter, it's freezing, like covered in snow. So we get like within a span of 3 months, it goes from like one extreme to the other. So I think the cockroaches just maybe don't like that
well, you
difference. So.
consider yourself lucky.
Or maybe I just never saw one, but I'm pretty sure we don't have them here. If there's any bug experts listening, you can tell us why. So,
Right.
but speaking of, I was gonna say speaking of cockroaches, but there's nobody that I don't like that much on Love Island games. They're all doing their thing. They're playing. No one is still there that I like was rooting for necessarily,
Right.
but it was kind of hard to root for people in this, right? Or did you find it?
I mean, the only
Easy?
person I was rooting for was Justine.
Yeah,
That's the
love
only
her.
reason why she got my vote, which was so smart of Tyreek to partner with her because
Mhm.
he knows that she's like a fan favorite. But yeah, we'll get into
We'll
all
get there. I know it was hard because yeah, it felt like people from this. There wasn't many couples like that stayed together from the start, like the OGs. Like only a couple made it to the end. Anyways, we'll go back to we're gonna talk about the finale. Obviously, that was the big episode last night, but we also haven't done Friday night's episodes, so we'll just quickly. There's only a couple big things that happened. Obviously, the start of the episode, we saw Garby and Casey took a gamble and they lost that gamble. So
yeah,
I was sad because I did like Garby too. Wouldn't have minded to see her win, but then Casey, that's the problem with having a pair win, right? Because you don't know which one's going to
yeah,
get the money. So if you're
right,
rooting for Justine, but you don't know who's going to end up getting the money, so it's
right.
tricky when you don't really love the pair. You just like
Right.
one of
Right. And
them.
the thing
So
is I wouldn't have been I mean, did Casey deserve to win? No, because he's barely been there.
mhm,
But it's like, did I think he sucked or did I think like have a negative opinion of him? No. So it's like, obviously how we saw the finale play out, like I think Garby would have probably gotten the most votes anyway. So,
mhm,
but neither here nor there because they lost their gamble. They got
yeah,
sent. They got sent packing. I
mhm,
know there's been some discourse online about Garby's behavior in the last two episodes. I personally thought it was badass. Like I thought, she finally like put her head on and was like, I'm gonna play this game. These men are playing us. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Like it's not Friendship Island. I can't trust Lucinda. Like she's running back and I'm surprised I don't see more discourse online about how annoying Lucinda is and
oh,
what
I've
a
seen a lot.
kiss ass she is to the guys. Like, I'm pissed that she won, but whatever, we'll get there. But,
Yeah,
yeah, like she's been and maybe I just haven't been on Love is Blind Games talk, but I'm just like, I love that Garby was like, "I'm not telling you my next move, like, you run back
No.
and you tell the boys every fucking thing." Like,
Yeah, I think that was smart of her. Like Lucinda was playing her game by telling everything to the boys because she thought that was her alliance, and Garby was smart enough to recognize that and not
yeah,
give her her game. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like playing the game in that way, I don't think. Like that's the whole
yeah,
point of them being
yeah,
there. So,
yeah.
but
I think Garby
because
finally realized, like, Lucinda's not on my side. Like, Lucinda's not my friend. She's nobody's friend. Lucinda, say what you want, but she played the game. She realized that that the boys were running the house, that the boys are the ones that have the strong alliance, and she
yeah,
snuck right in there, and it worked in her favor. Look at her,
yeah,
you
it
know?
did. Unfortunately, also I think obviously people were mad about the whole Andreina and Johnny thing, which did not help his game, but he did survive through this episode because Garby and Casey went home.
Mhm,
Toby and Sydney had a little chat after that. Obviously, she's super upset with him. Part of me kind of like, I know she was upset, and I totally get that, but I kind of wish she would have played the game a bit more the way that Justine and Tyreek did. Like, as soon as they would screw each other over and then they talk, they're kind of like, it's fine. And like, let's pretend we're together again, right? Like, Sydney didn't want to let it go. Like, she was kind of done with Toby at that point, but it would have been funnier if she faked it, right? Because what if they win and he gets the money? You want him to share, right? So you can't
yeah,
tell someone I'm mad at you really in the game when you're coupled up with them, or they're just gonna have an excuse to not share with you. So I
right.
was surprised that she just was so letting him know how mad she was, but also appreciate like she wasn't being fake for the game, right? I guess she did have feelings for him, do you
I
think?
think she did. I think she
Mhm.
liked him, and I think she thought that and that was the thing, right? He still stood on the fact that, like, we have a genuine connection. I just don't think you're good for the game, and I think
Yeah.
where Toby went wrong was just not telling her, right?
Yeah.
Like, we saw same with Johnny, right? Like, he bullshit there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be partnered with somebody that you don't think that you're gonna win with, like, it's Love
Mhm.
Island games, but you
Yeah.
have to be honest, and we saw Johnny do the same thing with Andreina, where it was like, you're trying to break up with her because you don't think she's a strong competitor, but, like, you're not really being forthcoming. Like, you're trying, but you're not saying it outright. You let the girl
Mhm.
leave thinking that there was a romantic chance and whatever. So, I don't know. I think Toby played it wrong,
Yeah.
but the
It's
thing is people hate for Johnny just, like, saved his ass. So,
Totally. It is weird that the men were acting like they knew or could tell who was going to be a good competitor. Like there wasn't a way to know really because I mean Lucinda lost the first challenge and then she kicked ass and beat Andrina and then obviously in the last challenge. So like and
you
even
just totally
Andreina
don't know.
almost won that last one, right? So they were acting like they know who's good and who's not, and you just don't know till you don't know what the duel is. You don't know how they're gonna perform.
And the
They needed
craziest
to
part
just
is
chill.
y'all are judging. And Tyreek, you ain't been in a duel this whole time. Like, so Isaiah, you haven't been in a duel. Like, so what are we even going off of? And exactly to your point, you don't know what the challenge is going to be. So you don't know what someone's strength is, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, they were trying to play a little too hard, like Toby was in that moment, and even Johnny when sent Andreina home. Because if he would have stayed with her, he might have had a really good chance of winning. Because I think he could have carried them physically in any challenge, and then she had obviously people liking her and liking them together. They would have kind of covered all the bases, you know. So
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
like
But I
him.
do you ever think of, like, and I'm sure the cast does this, right? You look at the last duel or last challenge and been like, "Oh, they wouldn't have been good at this," because I do think that I'm gonna, would not have been good at that last challenge because it
No,
took a lot of strength, like, both of them. I feel
yeah,
like Gabby and Johnny would have kicked ass in that challenge.
yeah, and
He
I'm
would've They
surprised
would've
that.
picked up the bags like
But I
this.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't think Lucinda would be good at it, right? Like, I would have thought Justine would have totally kicked her ass, so it's so hard
That
to
was the
guess.
same, by the way, same exact final challenge
Oh,
in
really?
games 1. Yeah, it was the same thing, dragging the bags.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think it was zones, I think it was sides. I think it was like,
Okay.
your bags have to be on one side, and I don't remember if there were white bags in season 1. Um, I don't think there were white bags, it was just whoever has the most bags on your side, so they were just, like, dragging them back and forth, so, Justine had some experience in that because it was
Yeah.
essentially the same challenge.
Yeah, so that is impressive, I guess, like, have to give Lucinda her flowers a bit for that because I don't think anyone putting money on it would have guessed her winning that challenge at all. So maybe
Yeah.
Andreina would have surprised us, but who knows? I think Gabby and Johnny pretending like they have any kind of romantic connection is just hilarious. Like
It's hilarious. Like, you
they
don't
have
have to
nothing.
do that. We don't
No.
care anymore. Like,
No, I think he just wanted to act like he didn't totally throw away a good romantic connection for just competition. So he's trying to pretend like they have some spark or like they're making out, and like I do not buy this at all.
I don't
So
buy it at all. It's actually cringy. It's like, sorry, I was about to say something extremely rude.
I'll
Oh
cut
my
it out. What is it?
I was just gonna say, it's just like watching 2 builders just, like, make out, and it's just not
They
nice.
are. You want me to cut it out?
No, I don't
Oh.
care. Like, I mean, she probably is a bodybuilder,
No,
like,
yeah, she
but I do
looks I mean, that's what he wanted, right? He wanted someone extremely
fit.
physically fit and competitive and yeah, could kill the physical challenges. So he got what he wanted. But I think it's silly for him. I just don't think that Gabby is his type. Nothing wrong with her. She's beautiful, but I just don't think that's his type at all for a
Yeah,
romantic
yeah, like, just
relationship.
trying to make like you said, like, trying to seem like, "Oh, I know I made the right choice because I got everything. I would've got a strong competitor and a strong connection." No, you didn't. You got a strong competitor. It's fine.
Hmm.
She doesn't feel that way about you, but that's Johnny's gameplay, right? Like, he's a
Hmm.
love bomber. He's gonna make you feel like the most important person in the world. And the thing is Johnny, Johnny's good looking to me. Like, yes, he's
Yeah.
got a thick neck, but he's a sexy man, right? Like, that back,
Yeah.
his body, his face, like, he's really good looking, so and he thinks he's the prize, and the thing is I don't understand, like, how he knew, like, we didn't really fuck with him last games, like, because of how he did it, and then he kinda came in and did the same exact thing,
Hmm.
uh, but yeah, we see Garby and Casey go home, and then we see a bunch of nothing, and then we
Yeah.
see, oh my god, the basketball challenge.
Yes. That was heartbreaking. I feel like Josh and Andrea were really in a rock and a hard place. They had no
They
shot,
would
I
have
don't
done
think.
good. They would have done good in the last challenge, I think.
Yeah, they would
Last
have.
duel.
Yeah, it's hard
They
when they
didn't
have
have
this.
a shot, and I think, like you said, that the targeting people makes it interesting, but it really does suck because if you're targeted, there's not it's really hard to win, because
Yeah.
they really were winning round 1 of that basketball challenge until people started, um, taking their balls. I wonder if you were allowed to block, like, it probably would have led to physical altercation, I think, though, if
Mhm.
Josh would have, like, physically stood in front of the balls and, like, tried to keep the guys from getting their
Yeah.
balls.
I know, it's so hard, like, Toby and Tyreek and Johnny played this game, I guess, the way to win and the right way, which is build a strong alliance, and I think Josh and Isaiah were just behind the ball on that, right? Like, they should have built a strong alliance when they had the chance. They could have had them and Casey and Kendall and targeted these other guys, and they might have had a shot, but they kinda left it too late, and then there just wasn't enough of them to go against this trio that was, like, unbeatable, so
And the most bizarre part about it is, like you said, there weren't enough people in the house to build 2 alliances, and
mhm,
what their alliance did, Johnny, Tyreek, Toby, their partners were not even in their alliance besides Johnny.
mhm,
So it's like now you have this alliance and then it's like your partner's safe. So your partner is like, well, if I could benefit from this alliance, then okay. The
mhm,
only one that stepped out and actually made a bold move was Lucinda. Like she went against Johnny and Gabby when there
mhm,
was supposed to be an alliance. And again, she took the credit for it, but I do think, like, Isaiah knew, out of these 4, I'm the next one out.
yeah,
So, I don't wanna go against Johnny. I think Lucinda was like, "I don't wanna go against Gabby," you know?
mhm. Yeah, the hard thing with the power squad is, like, Andrea was in the power squad but got 0 benefits from it,
That
right?
was
And,
so rude. That was
yeah,
so rude.
they need to sort of change it next time. If you win something, you should benefit and not, like Yeah, it just wasn't really fair. I get, like, majority rules, but if you win, you shouldn't be not safe, you know?
And everybody was even in the power squad, everybody was acting like Johnny and Gabby were like mom and dad, and I think
Yeah,
that really pissed me off. Like, they were acting like they were the power couple and they won. I don't even think Johnny and Gabby won a challenge together, did they?
I don't think
Because
so, no.
why was he like, "Oh, this is like," I'm like, "Actually, you guys haven't even won a challenge together
Mhm.
besides the power squad, and you guys she really sucked at the basketball challenge.
Yeah.
So, why
Yeah,
are
they
we
need
acting like she's this great competitor? We really didn't see her do anything."
no, they need a way once you're kind of in the final couples to have more competitions that are just couple against couple. You know what I mean? So that
Mhm.
it's like I know they had this whole Vegas thing, but I just don't think it was enough. We want to see like physical competitions with these couples to see who actually is the strongest. Because yeah, everyone's acting like Johnny and Gabby were, but we never really saw them
Yeah.
physically go head to head with everybody else. So
And the Vegas game, right? Like,
it was
again,
weird.
it's a weird game. You're targeting a certain couple that's instantly gonna be vulnerable,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, I
was
wish
Toby and Sydney, right? Like again, trying to have an alliance where it's like Andrea and Josh and Garby and Casey went for Sydney and Toby. But it's like again, when you're outnumbered, what the hell do you really do? And it's like it's up to chance at that point. It's not about like your strength. So
yeah, I would have liked to see Josh and Andrea go against Tyreek and Justine and Johnny and Gabby in a challenge, just to see out of the 3 of them who would actually win at a physical
yeah.
challenge where there's not,
Yeah.
like, targeting going on, you know? So
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. But yeah, it was oh my God. Like the whole time I was watching that basketball challenge, like obviously first round out, like Andre and Josh didn't stand a chance. They were targeted, they
No.
had no balls, like there was no way that they could even get any balls.
Mhm.
So they were gonna be vulnerable, but they had a chance to eliminate a couple with this white ball. And what
Mhm.
I think is so hilarious is the nerve of Josh in the final duel to be talking about the white bags and in a strategy of what he would have done in the mega duel. Like, you shut the fuck up because the whole reason we lost this was because of you. And I think it's
Mhm.
like Andrea looked really sad and disappointed and she looked just like gutted, but it's like you just cost me $250,000, and I think
But
that
wouldn't they have been out anyways, regardless?
no, they wouldn't
Oh,
have
like,
been.
if they would have got it to someone else. Yeah, yeah.
If they would have gotten it to somebody else, they would
Yeah.
have been in, but
Mhm.
the whole reason they're out is because you have this stupid ass plan to who can count 5 minutes in their head
No,
accurately?
it's so
On
hard.
the money, on the
Mhm.
second. She lost her count at 3 minutes. The minute I lost my count, I'd have been like, "We need to start just shooting this ball wherever it will
Yeah.
land."
At least try, right?
That
Yeah.
was like I thought that the plan to wait it out was like, that was the
Silly.
only thing that they could do. Like, the thing is number 1 or number 2, either you're gonna wait it out, not to the last second, like, maybe a
Yeah.
minute, let a minute or 2 go by and then start shooting it. But if you would have been shooting that ball everywhere for 5 minutes, regardless if you have 4 people trying to put it back in your hole, you don't know what's gonna happen at the last second. You don't know
Mhm.
where the damn ball's gonna end up at the last second.
Yeah.
So, him thinking he can accurately count to 5 minutes was so stupid, and that's the only
Yeah.
reason Lucinda and Isaiah won the challenge is because everybody else kept their balls empty. Everybody and I
Mhm.
think that if people knew, like, whoever wins this gets a final spot in the duel, like, I'm like, everybody's keeping their thing empty because
Mhm.
I get it. You don't want the ball to be stuck in the middle of your balls and then it's hard to like get that white ball out, or you don't want it to be at the top and then you can't reach it, so they all kept their balls empty. And Lucinda and Isaiah were like just keeping their balls full because they're like, oh, well, Lucinda's like, oh, Andre is my best friend. So even if she does get the white ball, she's not going to give it to me. So
Yeah.
really, they got out of it on the technicality because everybody was waiting for the white ball, which Josh ultimately screwed everybody
Yeah.
because everyone, everyone, like you screwed everyone because nobody played that last round thinking that your little plan was going to work. Whole time you were holding the ball when the buzzer went off. You didn't even shoot it nowhere. That
No.
was so mortifying. Like,
Yeah, maybe a minute you could count. Maybe. 5 minutes? No way. You just can't. Like, it's so distracting, so much going on, talking, yelling. It was bold of him to try, but failed ultimately. So obviously they left, which was very sad because I know lots of people were rooting for them.
yeah,
Which is funny. I didn't see that coming at the start of this show. I think we were all weary of Andrea, and a lot of people didn't know who Josh was. But I think he played with, you could tell he really cared. Obviously, he has this very sad story that happened last time he was on, and it would have been so nice to see him finally get the win because he had to
yeah,
leave last time. So
yeah, yeah.
very
And I
devastating.
also think that I I also think that what made people root for Andrea and Josh is because they were targeted so much and
Yeah.
because there was this alliance and everybody was just listening to the leaders and Josh was only he was the only one speaking up. He was speaking up to Tyreek. He was speaking up to Johnny. He was saying shit to their face. He wasn't a
Hmm.
punk ass bitch. Like he really like stood on business. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh, like he said, I think he even told one of them, you know, you've done nothing. Like you've skated by. You haven't had to challenge your position in this house. Like, why don't you see
Hmm.
me one on one in a duel? You're not going to beat me. Like, he was talking his shit, and I get it. Like, they're not doing anything but existing, and you guys keep attacking them. And, like, obviously, Andrea handled it very gracefully, but I think that's what made people root for them was because they were the underdogs, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always nice to see the underdog win. And obviously, the trio had each other, and it felt a lot like Josh and Andrea were just kind of alone. So sad ending for them. But then
Yeah.
we get into the finale, unless you have any other thoughts about that
No,
episode.
no. And the finale was
No.
a bunch of like, I'm like, get to the challenge
Yeah.
shit.
I know. They had a lot of like little pep talks, right? All the final couples were like having a little chat. And yeah, I wrote the first thing Johnny still acting like he likes Gabby, which
Yeah.
is all right,
Let
let
it
it go.
go,
Yeah.
bro.
You're not
Let it go.
winning, so just don't even pretend. So we don't have to have this awkward, like, we just live in different countries. It didn't work out. We know, we get it. So nobody
Yeah, but there
expected
was
it.
also a good chance that Toby and Sydney would have gotten voted out because of what Toby had just did to her.
Yeah.
And I think that honestly, Sydney was really getting on my nerves up until this episode. I think after to what Toby did to her saved her because then we got like that funny banter back. We got that like witty Sydney. Before that, she was really, I was just like, you're just there for nothing. Your tan looks awful. Like, just go. Like, just
Yeah.
leave, girl. Like, but he saved her.
Yeah. I do feel for her. Well, we'll get to the final duels, but is that what happened next? They let them know who was going to the mega duel, who America voted out, or do we miss anything before that?
I mean, they're just some chats,
Yeah.
just some, like you said, pep talks, game
Yeah.
plan. And everybody wants to act like they also have a romantic connection
Yeah.
because they're
It's like
like,
the
oh,
voting's done. Stop faking it.
yeah, that's what they want to see, you know. So they're like, yeah, we like each other. It's like, okay, oh,
We see America votes out Gabby and Johnny, which I felt like they were all shocked by that, which I don't understand. It's like, have they been there this whole time? They should have seen it coming with what happened with the Andreina of it all. Like, were you
I
wondering
mean,
why
I
they were
wasn't
shocked?
shocked. I wasn't.
No.
And honestly, I think it would have been Tyreek if Tyreek wasn't with Justine. I voted for Tyreek and Justine for the simple fact of Justine, you
Mhm.
know? So, and I don't give a damn about Lucinda and Isaiah and Toby and Sydney. It was like, well, but
Yeah.
I think nobody was going to let Johnny win after what he did to Andreina. And I think in the villa, it's very easy to forget, you
Yeah.
know, but America's been waiting for a vote to get his ass out because she went home because of you. And then here you are on TV, like laughing about it. Like, oh, thanks for the reminder. Like, she was safe. She was safe. So even if you wanted another partner, I think America can understand wanting another partner that's
Yeah.
strong in the games. They don't respect how you did it because she was safe and you made her vulnerable and therefore she went home. Like you could have
Mhm.
switched your partner at another moment. You know what I mean? You would have had the chance to do it at casino night. You would have had the, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone wanted to see him win after he did that, but it is weird that you can end up in the finals in the mega duel without ever having done a duel the whole time, which is kind of funny.
So certain people really flew under the radar. I think Lucinda and Isaiah were two of those people. They didn't cause a lot of ruckus, so you kind of forgot about them,
Mhm.
and then you have people like Toby kind of skated by. He didn't do a duel, you
No.
know?
Yeah, at least I guess Lucinda did do a duel, and she was, like, annoying the whole time, like, with the
She
whole
wasn't
garbage
she
stuff, so
wasn't she was annoying, but I think she skated by in the sense of people once she did really bad in that first challenge, I think people ruled her out as a competitor and kind of
Mhm.
underestimated her. So she, no, like there was no need to get her out the house because they're like, oh well, she sucks. Like she'll be easy to go against in a duel, you know?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, she definitely, like, was able to prove herself when she had to, but I still am shocked. Like, you're right, the whole basketball thing is really what got them to the finals, because if Josh hadn't have messed that all up, I don't think it would have gone down the way that it did. I did feel bad when Sydney and Toby got eliminated because I'm like, now she has to sit there and watch her ex that cheated on her potentially win this whole game, which is rough, but it's the risk they took going in there together, so
Yeah, and they didn't see I wish we would have gotten more drama there, even with Casey
Mhm.
and Gabby, like, you guys are all just fucking friendly and
Yeah.
happy and shit, like, there ain't no goddamn drama, like, there was no point in putting exes in here at all, you guys didn't even fucking
No.
hold pinkies, like, there was no kissing, no nothing, and it's like Lucinda's all talking about him in front of her, like, there was no reaction, not a care in the world, so, um
Yeah, I wanna see if exes go in there, I wanna see them get back together and then win it all, like, that would be such a cool story, and I don't know if that's what they told them they would do, like, "Oh, there's a chance we could get back together, like, put us on here together," because it just seems like weird producing to put exes on that really just have nothing to say to
It's
each
like,
other.
after an episode or 2, I forgot they were
Yeah.
exes. Like, I totally forgot, like, it literally didn't matter. So,
Mhm. Yeah, like,
so
we thought they were gonna bring Nicole for Kendall, like, that would've been interesting. Some exes that have, like, unresolved business, which I think everyone thought Sydney and Isaiah did, so it didn't go the way I thought, but it would've been funny too if they obviously had to duel each other, like, that would make a good story, so I guess they put these exes in hoping that that could potentially happen, but they can't really control that.
technically, they did have to duel each other at the end,
Yeah, no, I mean,
they
like,
were
the final
Oh,
though, like,
okay, okay,
for the
yeah.
money, like, the last 2 couples, that
What
would be
if we hear Tyreek say they're all talking about if they would split the money. Did this man say he didn't know? Like,
oh, definitely, I don't think he would have.
he would split? I don't think he would have either. I Johnny said he would split, and I don't remember what Toby and Isaiah said.
No,
Isaiah
it's so
said he would s
well,
no, Toby said he would split, right?
yeah. It's so hard because you don't know what they would actually do in the moment. I also think most people wouldn't bother to not split because the hate you would get is just not worth that half of the money unless it's you happen to be with
Justine
a partner.
if
Just
Justine would have
yeah.
taken the money and not split it, I think people would have rallied behind her and been like, "Yeah, bitch, we knew it. Like, you're a bad bitch. Like, he tried to play you this whole game and ultimately ended up getting played."
Mhm.
Uh, and Tyreek would have done the same and he would have gotten hate, but he doesn't care if he gets hate because
No.
Tyreek is like he leans into his villain, you
He
know?
post he's been posting a lot on Snapchat. I don't know if you've seen any of the
No.
clips, but yeah,
No.
he's like, "Oh, my back hurts from carrying this season." Like he's taking credit for, being the entertainment, which isn't totally wrong.
He's
Like
not wrong. He's
he also
honestly not wrong. Like, he did carry this season.
mhm,
Without Tyreek, it would have been a snooze fest. It was already a snooze fest, but if we didn't have him there, like, stirring shit up, mixing shit up, and Johnny too, and I feel like Johnny kind of was, like, following Tyreek a little bit, in my opinion. Everyone thought Johnny was the big boss bitch, but it was actually Tyreek.
yeah, he was funny too, which we needed, like a little entertainment. He also posted a Snapchat of Johnny and Andreina at the airport together and was like, "Love conquers all" or something. So he's very
I
funny.
need to get
So
on Snapchat! Like,
I am
girl!
not on it. I'm not on it. People have been resharing it, thankfully, because I know a lot of apparently Snapchat pays like the most money for
Yes.
content for that kind of stuff, like
For
behind the
content.
scenes, like this is what we're
But see,
doing. And so
do you if you guys know anything about Snapchat, help me out because I've been trying to post on Snapchat, but it's been ages since I've used Snapchat, and I have posted a few things, but I don't
mhm,
know if it's the place for tea because, like, I
no.
posted my Louis video, and I guess, like, Snapchat has, like, really strict rules and stuff because you're not allowed to post anything that's, like, I think alleged or, like, not true
Oh.
or something like that, so and obviously we know it's true, so they didn't even post it, like, they didn't even
Oh.
I had a little exclamation point, can't figure out what the hell it means, and then my Mike T video got, like, 13 views, so I'm like, I don't even know
No.
if I posted it in the right place, like, I don't know if I posted it where it goes out into Snapchat land,
No,
um
that's not the point of Snapchat. It's not that so TikTok and Instagram is for that kind of stuff. The
yeah,
whole
oh,
point
give
of
me a
Snapchat
blessing,
is
yeah.
so your people that really love you, like as a person, they're not for the tea, then they go on your Snapchat and you're sharing just little tidbits about your day. Like this is what I'm doing and this is the it's really like for BTS content.
So it's
So,
not a place to just repost my shit, because that's
no.
what I was trying to do.
No,
Okay.
it's not a tea. I mean, you could, it might tick off, but I just know like when we see all of these people like Tyreek and everyone, they'll post like a little bit on Instagram and TikTok, but then you go on their Snapchat and it's just like, like when you had your own personal Snapchat, it's like silly. It's not so serious, right? Because it's not like, it's just like, this is them at the airport, love wins all. And like they're doing like little videos at the airport. So it's not like, yeah, it's just more BTS content, if that makes sense.
Okay, well,
But you
thank you
could
for
try that
that
because
101, because I was like, I know
I
I
mean,
used to use it back in the day just for funsies, but I thought it changed. I thought everything's
I
always
think
evolving, Ashley.
I think there is news on there though, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, especially like younger generations who aren't even having Instagram and TikTok and just Snapchat. So you could try putting your stuff on there. You never know.
Yes.
I'm no
I
expert.
did. You got 13 views.
Well, remember when you start on TikTok, right? It takes a little time,
That's true, it takes that, you're right.
consistency.
Like, my recaps on Love is Blind France did a little better, they got, like, 100, but again, some of them wouldn't post, and they do have to be under 3 minutes, so it's harder
Oh,
for me to, like, repost my content. Anyway, we went on a tangent about
yeah.
Snapchat. If anyone has any tips and tricks on Snapchat, leave them in the comments.
Yes. I
Where
think
were we as far as this Love Island
we
game?
were I was talking about, everything that Tyreek was posting. Oh, and yeah, Lucinda was with Mert and all happy, and Garby and Lucinda made a video, but it kinda looked like it was more Lucinda, they made the caption, like, "The edit made us seem like enemies, but really we were like this all day," and Lucinda was, like, dancing all up on Garby. Garby didn't seem as into it, she was kinda like, okay," but who knows? I don't know whose video it was, I don't know who wrote the caption.
The
Seemed like it
edit
was
made you guys seem like enemies, but we literally heard you out of your mouth, Lucinda, talking mad shit about
yeah.
Garby and saying that you can't trust her because you thought she targeted you in one challenge.
Yeah, and I definitely think Lucinda was posting it for, like, damage control, right? Because she probably saw the comments of, like, "You're mean to Garby," so it was kinda her being like, "No, look, we're best friends," but I don't think
Mhm.
Garby cared as much about proving that they're friendly, so but it might
Yeah.
have been Garby's video, I don't know. This was all reposts, people taking stuff off of Snapchat, so back to the show, but
I gotta get on there. Okay.
yes. It's just you should just post, like, what you're doing all day for if you got people that, your
So
people
I
that
should
like
just
you.
post that, like, I should post this, like, me and Ashley are filming
Yeah.
our that's all they're gonna see all the time, every day.
I was gonna say, I don't think anybody wants to see my Snapchat is literally, like, school drop off, going to hockey practice, sitting in this
But you know what?
closet.
I
It's not that
guarantee you
thrilling.
somebody does. I guarantee you there's a
Yeah.
lot of moms out there that want to start a podcast or a reality TV page, but feel like they don't have the time to
Mhm.
do it and would love seeing how you manage your time. Ashley can start a whole business on how she manages her fucking time because literally, you guys, I know I'm going off on a tangent here. I don't give a fuck. But she will literally be like, I have school drop off and then I have to run errands and I have 1 hour to record, then I have to get my boys, then I have to make dinner, and then I have 1 more hour that we could probably get through the episode in, and then I have to put them to sleep, and then I can come back and I have like 1 more hour in case you want to get another episode in, and then I have to
Right.
record and edit and post it, and then I'm going to sleep at 3 a.m. and then I'm up by 6 to get the boys ready, make breakfast. I'm literally like,
Hey, I'm not
we
doing it
need
alone. You're here too.
every time. Like that one little hour, sometimes 45 minutes, she will get that episode and be like, all right, gotta go get the kids. I'm like, how does she have this? Like, how is she doing this?
It's
It's like
not.
I'm hanging on by a thread and it's just me and my sister's dog.
Hey, you do
You
have your niece, so you met.
crazy.
You gotta manage your time too, because you're here. We're always here together, so you're doing it too. It's not my fault. I'm a Capricorn. It's just the way we're built. We're
You
annoying.
could like you could write like an ebook.
Okay, I should start.
You
I
could
made
teach a
a
mastery class on time management.
I made a new mom friend a couple weeks ago, and she's a nurse. Right now, I was telling her about the podcast. She was like, "That sounds better than what I'm doing." I'm like, "Yeah, start a nurse podcast." Now I'm just telling everybody, like, "Yeah, do it." If it's. I mean, I should probably be honest with people and be like, "It's not all fun. It's a lot of work." So it sounds fun, but we do
It's
love it. But
we love it and it's a lot of work. And you guys, honestly, if it and I know we're on a tangent, they're like, bitch, get back to Love Island. But like, if it wasn't for Ashley, like the pod wouldn't be where it's at because she is so like for people out there that maybe want to start a podcast, like you think it's all fun and games and you think it's like, oh, I'll just put out an episode a week, but it's the consistency of it, it's the time and effort that goes into it, it's the how many episodes you're pushing out. Like I think we're how many months in? 8
this
months?
is 8 or maybe 9 at the end of October. I think.
Yeah, 9 months in, and it's like we have over 120 episodes, like, that's kind of unheard of,
This
so
is
it's like,
138.
"Oh my god!" So the results are coming much quicker than it would if you were just putting out 1 episode a week. It does take time, but
Yeah,
for anybody
and
out there that needed some podcasting
yes,
advice,
here we are giving a seminar.
about to ask you guys, it's like, yeah, and I'm so grateful for it because I'm so, like, type B and she's so type A, that's why I think we work so well together because 'cause I'm just
Yes.
like, "Yeah, totally, yeah, fun podcast," and she's
And
like,
I love that. I love that
"We
you're like that because I think if we were both type A, we would probably hate each other, right? Because then we'd both be like, "This is how I wanna do it. No, this is how I wanna do it," but we're like a good match, right? And,
Yeah.
you're the whole podcast too. Like, someone commented yesterday, like, "Can we have less of the white girl, please?" And I'm like, "Ah." I deleted it, but
Oh my god,
I'm like, "No, you can't. I'm here, so
I
get over it."
what? Bitch, you can have none of both of us, how about that?
Well, you're more, like, funny and sassy. We need like, we
We're a
bring
good
so
team.
much that each other doesn't have to the table. That's what I'm trying to say. So,
Yeah,
if
yeah, I
you're here
agree, I
wanting
think we're a
less
great
of
team.
either of us, that probably won't happen. So
We're a good team, but yeah, I agree. So that's a little. Well, you got Snapchat 101 on here, and you got podcasting 101 on here.
yes.
But let's get back to Love Island Kings.
Sorry, guys. I'll put it
So
in the timestamps. People always want those. So I'll be like, random bullshit tangent for 5 minutes in the middle. So
about
hopefully you
Snapchat,
saw that
okay,
and you skipped it. So
about podcasting. Yeah, we'll make sure to give you guys timestamps.
yes.
But
Okay.
okay, so
Back to the mega duel.
Johnny and Gabby leave. We have our final couples. They're going into a mega duel, and we start out with a 3-part duel that will then eliminate one couple, which I think that's how they did it last year too. And then we have one-on-one or like couple on couple.
Yes.
What did you think of that first like stacking challenge? Like when I listened to the rules, I was like, what?
It was definitely complicated, and that's where someone could run into trouble if they only pick their partner based off their physical ability, right? Because you need someone that's good at puzzles too. So it
Ugh.
is funny that they leave that kind of thing like right till the end, but it does, I guess it evens the playing field a bit more. Although I feel like the final 3 couples physically were all pretty similar. Like, what
Similar.
did you
Yeah, and
think?
I think that's
Yeah.
what they wanted. That's what they want. Johnny, it just wouldn't have been fair. Johnny and Josh, right?
Mhm.
Josh would have been the only person that could probably physically go up against Johnny and it not be like a slaughter. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like, I think like, yes, all 3 of them were similar build, similar stature, like similar, probably work out, a similar amount of times. And I think that's exactly what they wanted. Why would you want to go up against a Spartan? Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, seeing like Josh versus Isaiah would have been sad because Josh would have kicked his ass, I think. And same with like Johnny versus Tyreek or Toby or Johnny versus Isaiah. Like, yeah, Josh and Johnny to against each other in the final, that would have been good to watch, I think.
In the dragging one, I think, but again, like that puzzle one,
Yeah.
it's like if Josh, you can't count 5 minutes in your head properly, I doubt you know how to complete a puzzle. What was the rule of that one? Because I think that confused me, right? It was like
Yeah.
stack these hoops, but the smaller one can't be under the spot. And the thing is that I think for Lucinda and Isaiah, all they had to do once once Tyreek and Justine completed theirs, you just look at what they did. Then
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah.
Because at
I
first they
know.
were just moving the rings over, and it was like, okay, you have no strategy here, you're gonna lose.
Mhm.
But once I feel like Justine and Tyreek were just kind of sitting on their built puzzle, you just look at their puzzle and do exactly what they did.
Yeah, it is kind of tricky in a puzzle situation when you can see everybody else's, right? It's like you can easily cheat then. They should have like some kind of like barrier or block up. I know like on Big Brother, I think they do like block people from seeing each other's puzzles because but I know on Survivor, you do see that where people are like looking over like, "Oh, that's what they're doing," and then they fix it. So, I guess there's not much they can do about that and you just have to be faster so that they can't copy you and beat you, I guess, is the only way to solve it.
Right. Because
Yeah,
I
but I
felt
don't know,
like
I was confused by the rules. I was, like, just like,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
like,
I'm like,
who wins?
"Who
Because
let me
I
know?"
don't even
Yeah.
know the strategy that you guys are using, but Tyreek seemed to have a strategy down that ended up working in their favor. But it did seem like Lucinda and Isaiah didn't know what the fuck they were doing until Tyreek and Justine completed their puzzle. Then for round
Mhm,
2, they were able to just do the same thing, which I don't know why Toby and Sydney didn't do that. Maybe they did try to do that, but those things were heavy. So then I think that's when it
mhm.
comes down to strength. So.
Yeah, you kinda need a little bit of both, like, strength and then the puzzle brain too, like, the whole combination, which is yeah, I don't know how Andreina would have been at puzzles, but I'm like, that might be why, like, you don't always want the most physical competitor. If you like, Johnny had the good physical, and then if you have a partner that's good at puzzles, then you're like a dream team, right? So, you just went for muscles, but he didn't get to even do that one, so it doesn't matter. We don't know how he would have done, but
Right.
Sydney and Toby lost, so they were out. Like I said, I felt bad. She had to watch Isaiah compete in the final, and she didn't get to, but what did you think of the final, the mega duel?
Like I said, I seen it last year. I'm sure those bags are heavy. I'm
Mhm.
sure it's really strenuous. Um, it seemed I'm trying to figure out because obviously we know the result is that Lucinda and Isaiah won. I'm trying to figure out where Justine and Tyreek went wrong because it seemed like
Yeah.
Tyreek spent a lot of time where he could have been grabbing bags, like, fighting over bags, like, it seemed like I don't know, I just feel like in every clip, he's, like, trying to hold on to, like, this one big bag, and it's like, there's
Mhm.
other big bags around, just let this one go and get some more, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, he could have made up for it with speed of, like, smaller bags, so I
Mhm.
think yeah, I was gonna say if anyone lost it for them, I would assume it was Tyreek, like, I don't know, I just
Yeah.
thought Justine would have kicked Lucinda's ass, so I'm shocked that they lost, so we'll blame Tyreek,
Yeah, it's like
I
the
think.
boys were fighting the whole time, and the girls were the ones moving the fucking bags.
Yeah, they should have yeah, not a good strategy, obviously. But, I mean, Isaiah was fighting too, right? And he still won. I don't know how it happened. Like, I know a lot of people have been saying things have been rigged throughout the season, but I don't know if they can rig these things. And I don't know what the point is because you don't know who I don't think anyone do you think people would have been more happy to see Tyreek win? I think Justine,
I
yes,
think
but
Justine I think Justine I think Justine I think people were rooting for Justine to have a three-peat. I think
yeah,
that nobody wanted to see Tyreek win because I think he would have won, he would have taken the money, and
mhm,
2, I think because you don't wanna reward him for his bad behavior throughout the season, but
yeah,
you also don't wanna reward Lucinda. Like, to
mhm,
me, she really, really sucked. She was
yeah,
probably one of the worst people I've seen on here. Like, I just hate a bitch that's just all about, like, men and so
Yeah.
male centered, and I feel like she's so male centered and she's not a girl's girl, and I hate the term girl's girl because it's like I believe women can do wrong too, and I believe that you don't just support a woman because she's a fucking woman, like,
Yeah.
but it's, I just didn't like her. Like you said, she was moping the whole fucking season. She was always sad. She was always complaining about something. Like, bitch, fucking take a
Yeah.
happy pill. God damn, you Fiji. Like,
Yeah.
you found you a man. Like, so it sucks that she won. I know that they did that last year too, though. Like, oh, Justine and Jack didn't really win. Um, this side, if you pause it, has more bags. I mean, when I
Mm.
paused it, when they were on the ground, it did look like Lucinda and Isaiah had a bunch of bags in their little corner.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe Tyreek's strategy was to like stop Isaiah from getting bags, hoping that that was going to make them lose. But yeah, he should have focused on getting more bags and not like
Getting more bags
getting,
instead of
yeah,
like, it's like you really should, which I think is what Isaiah and Lucinda did. They, in that first grab, you get as many as you can and then guard them. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Um, and I
yeah,
think that's what they did. And so Isaiah was guarding the bags, and then Tyreek's trying to take them and can't. And in the
mhm,
meantime, Lucinda and Justine are moving around them white bags.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was what it was. I think that they honestly, if it was rigged, the benefit would be Isaiah and Lucinda. Like there was a love aspect, that
yeah,
there was a romantic aspect there. Um, where I think we all figured out a long time ago was not the case for Justine and Tyreek. Like they're both just playing the game at this point and they're gonna fuck each other over at the end of this, which I would have loved to see, to be
yeah.
honest.
It would
Like,
have been,
Tyreek would have went out with a bang and gave us one last thing to hate him about. Justine would have been like, "Oh, okay, yeah, this is my get back for," because
mhm,
she's already said, like, last season, she wishes she would have just took the money and she made the mistake of
mhm.
splitting it.
Yeah, that
But
would
I
have been
think it
good.
would have given us some drama at the end.
Yeah. That would have been good to see. What was with almost everyone standing behind Isaiah and not Lucinda? Like even Kendall, I thought they were besties. So what do you think went down that do you think this is just Kendall's ultimate fakeness of he probably saw what's going on online and people don't like Lucinda, so that was him pandering to the audience or like is he like
I don't know.
Isaiah?
I don't know. I don't know, but I think it's very telling that everybody stood behind Isaiah. Nobody liked Lucinda. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like Isaiah and Lucinda were both OGs, right?
Mhm.
Justine was a bombshell. So I don't know. I feel like all of those avenues do come into play when you're picking a winner. There's a love aspect. There are two OGs. Like, I think people, they producers see that nobody wants Tyreek to win,
Mhm.
but I mean, I would have rather had Tyreek win over Lucinda in my opinion. But I do
Yeah.
think even the cast, like, all supporting Isaiah over Lucinda it's telling. Like, who
Yeah.
was behind Lucinda? The girls. Not even like, because Garby stood behind Isaiah, didn't she?
Mhm. I think
Kendall
so.
stood behind Isaiah, Gabby and
Yeah.
Johnny, Andreina, like, everybody did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Maybe they heard about this whole, her running and telling all the girls' business to the men, and they weren't happy about that. I'm sure a lot of stuff happened that we didn't get to see too.
right, because all of the Islanders that did the vote see what's going on social media, so they and now have watched the show back, right?
Yeah.
So
Maybe they just feel the way we feel after they watched it, and they're like, "Damn, she's complaining, she hates it, she doesn't wanna be there. I can't feel
mhm,
comfortable giving her the money," knowing how
mhm.
bad I wanted to be there and I wanted to win. She didn't seem like she gives a fuck the whole time, so maybe that's what it was, but
Yeah, maybe.
I want the tea. I hope they're gonna do they didn't really do interviews, but I guess because 'cause they're still there, so I I don't know if we could get anyone, but we could try. Maybe,
Yeah. Who do you think we could get, you guys? Like, we have
I
to.
would love to talk to Sydney only because I loved her original season.
Uh-huh.
You just said she got a bad tan though, so she might not. Nobody tell her, please. We keep it real, so
No, it was patchy. Like, what the fuck? Like, like, you're not gonna do an interview because I said your tan is patchy. Like, girl, it's okay. You can fix
I
it.
I loved her outfit, the last one though, the sequiny, like kind of see through at the bottom.
Mm,
I can think that was
yeah.
from the Vegas night outfit was
Oh,
beautiful. But
for me,
Justine, I've asked her in the past after Perfect
yeah,
Match. She didn't
she's
reply.
too
I
big.
don't she's not messy.
She's too big. She's too big. And we
Hmm.
definitely. I don't know. I don't know because I like to shoot for the stars. And the thing is like ask and the most that they could say is no. Um,
True.
see, we'll see. We'll reach out to a few people.
Tyreek would be funny. I don't think he's probably too big for us. Although I think he did watch my story one time, but he was in Fiji, so his handler, whoever his handler is, not him. So maybe his
Yeah,
handler likes
he
us.
would be good, but I think he's probably like I don't know if the Vile
I
Files
think
is
he has like a
covering.
million followers. So yeah, no,
Yeah, he
these
might
people
do
are
like the
big
Vile
deal.
Files or like
They didn't cover it, so I really hope they wouldn't go there. But they didn't talk about Love Island games at all. I don't know what happened, but
yeah, we'll
not a
see.
big enough show, I guess. It's not quite to the level of Love Island, but I still enjoyed it.
Gabby, I
So,
feel like Gabby's a good, you know what I mean? Like big, but not that one, not that big.
well, she's probably really big in the UK,
Oh yeah.
but yeah,
Maybe you know who I'd like to talk to? Nicola. I would like to talk to her.
I did DM her. She didn't reply, so
Okay,
she's.
well, fuck you then. No, I'm just
I didn't know she was still there though, so she's still
oh,
there,
okay, okay.
right?
Just
So
kidding. Just
take it
kidding.
back. This was a while ago. This is when she got hurt. I just want to see if she was okay. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
oh,
we're out here desperate, begging, come and talk to us, please. But no,
well, okay,
we
so
have fun.
what did you think of Tyreek's little speech after him and Justine lost? And Ariana kind of asked, like, if they're gonna date after, or like, what's the plan for them after since they found a romantic connection. I felt like his speech was like, I'm never gonna see this girl again.
Yeah. Didn't Justine said he's the favorite out of all of her couples, which was weird. That's just because she must not be on good terms with Jack, or I don't know.
No, I
No.
heard that things ended really bad with Jack, that he had like a girlfriend or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because they were very, very cute. And they had stayed together for a minute after games because I seen them like visiting each other. But
While he
yeah,
had a girlfriend?
I don't know. Apparently he had a girlfriend, like I think I don't know. I didn't get the tea on that, but I apparently he had somebody like the entire time or something like that, something along those lines. But and
Hmm.
I don't know who her partner was for her season, but I could see because she won her season, you know?
Yeah.
But I could see Tyreek being a very fun person to be in a couple with. Like, he's very
Yeah.
funny. He has really good banter. Like, I'm sure he just makes you laugh. He is handsome. You know what I mean? So I like that he's witty. Like, I could
Yeah.
tell like just through the TV that I would get along with Tyreek because he's a smart ass. Like, and he's funny and
Hmm.
he's witty and he's honest and he's blunt. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you could shoot the shit with him. So
Yeah.
I could see that, like that she likes like being around him, you know?
Yeah. And we probably didn't get to see a lot of their connection because their like storyline was kind of screwing each other over, and they wanted us probably to be guessing, right? Are they really liking each other, or are they playing each other? So they probably didn't want to show us too much of them
That would have been
really.
cinema to
Yeah.
give us them as the winners and see who the fuck was
Damn
gonna
it,
be.
Lucinda, you fucked it up for us.
You
We wanted
fucked
to
it
see
up.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
like,
blaming Lucinda.
that would have been Lucinda's fault for everything. Like, that would have been really good. That would have been really good
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not like, "Oh, yay, they won." I'm kinda whatever about it, but
I'm not yay, they won. I'm like, "Eh, whatever." I'm so glad it's over, though.
yeah, it was a bit much just coming off the heels of such a big Love Island season. I hope next year they wait a couple months, kinda put it in the middle, because now we don't have any Love Island till June, which feels so far away.
Yeah, for sure.
8 months. That's a long
Yeah,
time. So,
yeah, it
but
is a lot.
we'll be excited and ready
You will
for
miss it.
another big season. Totally. So, yeah,
Miss
we will
it.
definitely, if you're only here for Love Island content, we will obviously cover what's next season? Season 8? That's crazy. So, we
Mhm.
will be back to cover that. Any other thoughts about Love Island games?
No,
No?
glad it's
All right.
over.
We got lots of episodes out. Love is Blind USA, Love is Blind France. reunion. We have all of our Bravo out. So yeah, if you're into any of those shows, go check that out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for
And if you're
listening.
not into any of those shows, let us know what you're into in the comments.
Yeah, tell us what you're watching, because we obviously love our Bravo stuff and Love Island, but now that's over, and Love is
Yeah.
Blind will be over at the end of the month. So
It's like, tell
I
us what
think,
you're watching, even though we can't watch it right now because we have
yeah,
too much on our plate. But let us know because, maybe
we
one
will
day.
we will have time next month, but then we're gonna have Secret Life of Mormon Wives is coming
We're
out
never
in
gonna have
November.
time. It's okay. It's
No,
okay, guys. Just let us know what you're
Selling
watching. I'll start
Sunset.
watching the shows that we're watching so that we can talk about it.
Yes. Okay, thanks guys. See ya.
Bye, guys.